Hi, everyone. When someone first asked me, how did you actually write your books? My initial response was, I don't know. And that got me thinking. I thought I didn't have a specific process, but when I consciously started observing what I was doing, I realized I actually did have a process. So I just wanted to share with you today 5 tips that seem to help me, and I hope they might help you too. So the first thing would be about not writing sporadically. What I mean by that is that I guess if you're a new writer, sitting down to write for the first time can probably be like the hardest step. What seemed to really help me was to set in advance a daily word count, and my personal goal was approximately 2,000 words per day. The goal you set has to be realistic, and in the sense it has to be a number that you feel you can achieve. Otherwise, you'll end up feeling frustrated if you don't achieve it. Also, do take into account holidays or other work responsibilities when you decide on that specific word count. So number 2 was that helped me was that I had a dedicated pad with me at all times to jot down ideas, quotes, or anything that you may hear or see and might be relevant to your book. So it was all in one place, if that makes sense. The thing is that you never know when you'll get an inspiration, so just be ready for it. So the third thing was that, and I know that this may sound as a given and common sense, but actually I want to mention it because it's really, really important. Do your research. No matter what your subject is, make sure you spend time in advance to read everything you can find about the subject. See if someone else has written something similar. And if so, why would your idea be different? So how will your idea stand out, in other words? Another thing that helped me was that I had a dedicated space for writing. It was the biggest table in the house, and everything I needed was on that table, from books to articles to writing materials and etc. So having a dedicated space also gives a signal to your brain that, okay, I'm getting in that headspace now, and I'm just doing this without any distractions. Finally, the 5th thing that helped me is the creation of a map. Some people call it an outline, which sounds a bit more linear. However, I prefer to use mental maps. I used a large piece of paper and I put the main idea in the center. And from there, I just made notes as to what I thought relates to the subjects. From this map, you can then actually easily create an outline and also start thinking about the distinct chapters. So to just summarize, those 5 tips are not to write sporadically, have an inspiration pad with you at all times, do your research, have a dedicated space for writing, and create a map. Thank you very much.